Helping the world trade. It's all the way down there in the corner, and it has the iPad on top.
Yep.
Inside of that table on the front are 2 cases that hold that entire display kit. You know, so you can walk on a plane with 2 cases, and you have an entire 10 by 10 booth ready for showbiz. So that's, you know, something cool about our company. It's almost like Transformers for trade shows, if you will. So this countertop will either come in 2 pieces, but this specific model always comes in 1 piece, but it folds together just like so. And again, just going backwards with it, sir, if you want to get a little hands-on with it, you'll see your grooves edging along the outside. There's no corner back, it's interchangeable. Slide it right back onto the table. Again, flaps down. I would always recommend wrapping this in some kind of foam. They will give you foam in a plastic bag or bubble wrap, whatever it might be. A nice protective layer for this, which is, you know, again, a little TLC. You can see here a little chip happened, I think, from somebody putting their glass down. You know, just a little TLC will go a long way.
Chipboard or fiber?
It's
fiberboard.
Exactly.
Here we are.
So the graphic back here, so now there are 2 types. There's a Magnum one and there's a Velcro one.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive you guys should have this Magnum one. That's kind of the new age way that we do things here. And it wraps all the way around the case like so. So when I go to apply this, I actually like pulling it back dead center. And it does make life easier when you got somebody like Fran standing there and I can ask her if it's centered or not. But what if you are by yourself, you can come a little left. Oh, like that, right? So if you look through the magnet, if you are by yourself, you can always line it up to the blocking system. Come together just like that.
The magnetic strip is just that overlapping.
Just the overlapping strip. No, it's just there actually, and it'll keep it nice and tall for you. I am going to throw you in the fire here real quick, especially on the camera.
Yeah.
Just I'm telling you, just to get your hands wet with it.
Take it off.
Take it off, try and put it on. And again, I know things can
Yeah,
get...
drum roll.
Drum roll, yeah. And I know things can get, trust me, I get nervous too. Just like that, it'll come right out.
Taking a look, is it right side up?
Exactly. Trust me, I've done that before and called them and been like, yeah, all good to go. Send photos and they're like, Dave, you know, the graphics
Oh,
look like
yeah,
that.
no, it's good.
There we are. Very good. You started at the top. It's going to rest down. There we are. Perfect.
Is it self-centered?
That one looks pretty set. I would come back just a little this way, but not to nitpick at all. You did that pretty darn good, to be honest. I've seen some people like mangle up some graphics before just on their first try. This one too, you got to remember, guys, is a floor model. So I'm going to show you that the tightness here, it will be, you know, all the way to the frame or the actual case. If it's not, it's something you can remember. We RA, we get it fixed for free. Hal will mail it out to the show and we'll make sure it's there, you know, for the time the show starts.
No, not to nitpick, but it is a little bit longer than it should be.
No, so that's what I'm more so trying to get at. Like, this is just a show floor model, if you will. So this one kind of came like this, and we kind of just let it be.
Yeah.
But again, you know, if you do notice this on the show floor, you can always give us a call.
Sure.
Not only will we fix it for free, but we will do our best to ship one out to you wherever you might be. Jacksonville, Florida. Thankfully, Orlando Depot's there. You know, we'll have a driver bring that sucker in and, you know, make sure it gets applied. But all these get tested before they go out.
But it's,
No, I know.
this particular one.
As a company too, this is like a travesty on our end, so we never like anything like that to happen. I'm actually flying out to corporate Minnesota. It's like one of the most massive buildings on the planet, and I'm actually very excited just to see, you know, the professionalism and also, you know, just the world of trade shows, if you will. And I promise you, something like this doesn't get past us. This was probably a prototype. We've had it for about a year, almost maybe 6 months before this product was officially released for sale. So I can assure you, your product will be tested there. You know, they'll have photos for you before they send it out, and they'll know that graphic fits first.
Makes all the stuff in Wisconsin.
Well, so Minnesota is our main headquarters, but we do have other depots, and the other one is in LA and Orlando, Florida, which is where you guys are getting here.
Minnesota is where you mix.
So we can make anything that we make in Minnesota in Orlando and in LA,
Okay.
but they're more just you know, hubs on the outside of the coast, just so we don't have to ship everything from Minnesota every time. And like a show in Jacksonville, there's several trade show halls in Florida. You know, I couldn't tell you enough how many times Orlando is bailed out us or bailed out another client of ours that's, even just asking for a favor, whether it's a U.S. cord or something that they forgot in particular. When you do buy Skyline, you're kind of part of our family, so, we're never going to let you down. If you ever do need anything, even if we're not setting up your show, even if you haven't used this for 5 years, you can always give us a call. We'll always be there to help. I've raced several items into the Javits Center in about 35 minutes flat and saved the day kind of thing. But just don't tell anybody how fast I got there, please. Insert with the tabletop, right back on again.
Well, that sounds like Autoclear at the Yankee Stadium.
Oh, what do you guys have?
We got some stuff at the Yankee Stadium.
Do you really? Oh, I didn't know that. I'm a huge Yankee guy. I don't want to show you my tattoo now, but I got a big Yankee tattoo on the back of my cap.
Prefer the Yankees to the Mets?
Yeah. I guess you're a Mets guy then, or
No.
Okay.
Actually, I'm a fan of them both because they're
I am
both part of
too.
our equipment.
Well, I have to root both like New York sports. I'm not too particular like that, but yeah, I am a pretty big Yankee guy.
I love anyone that buys Autoclear. I'm an Autoclear fan.
Oh, okay. And you know what? Now that you say it, I was just at a game this year, and I just feel like I have seen it, like on one of the billboards. Maybe you guys had like a sign up or something.
No, we have the machines when you go in.
Oh, okay. So what are they exactly?
The X-ray machines.
Really? Oh my gosh. It's funny. I always come in with like a sideways hat and a beer in my hand. They always end up searching me for some reason, but you never know.
Do we need to know anything about the case itself, Dave?
So the case itself is just, again, pretty much as self-explanatory as it can be, because your frame that you're getting is going to actually be different than this product in here. I almost don't want to show you exactly how this case is done up. You can see the inside of it, of course, but yes, sir, if you want to hold this for me, just out real quick. I just want to open it up real quick. So this side pops out. It is double-sided. It's not like a lid case that kind of comes up a little bit. Here we are. So you can see the circular core here, but this is, specifically made. The interior of this case is made for this product. This is what's called an immerse. It's a very popular product. It's actually the exact same product as you see here behind me, only that has some customization pods in it. And if you want to look at the skeleton frame here of this is exactly the same thing as this frame. We just put that one up so you can kind of see the inside guts.
Yep.
With you guys though, this is kind of for the graphics that'll roll around the outside. With your product, you'll have the Invicta frame. It should pretty much just be open in here. They might give you a slight divider for the case tabletop, but other than that, I always do recommend this, and I should say this. The second you do open your case, just take a photo. It takes 2 seconds, take a photo, because when it comes to the end of the show, 2 days later, 3 days later, you're gonna be like, how did I pack this thing, So, if you can review that photo, you can know exactly how everything goes back in. And again, there's no exact set way to pack these. I've seen, there is our way, if you will, but it doesn't mean it's the best way or the quickest way. You come up with a better solution as long as it's safe. I can't argue with you. So.
That's a real nice cam lock photography.
They are too, and I like that they made this groove indented. So when this is sliding down a ramp at Newark Airport, and you got guys who don't care and they're throwing them around, this cam lock isn't scraping on the ground. This indentation is here for a reason, to protect these cam locks. We don't want you using this product and you get it back up to the first show, both locks are off, the graphic fell out, and something's missing per se, and you got to go through this ordeal with the freight companies trying to get your money back for your product.
This is a rotational molding?
I'm sorry, I couldn't tell you that. I couldn't tell you that actually.
They do that? Do they make these up in
They do in Minnesota, and they definitely make them in Orlando. I couldn't tell you if they make them in LA or not, but I know the Orlando depot can make anything that Minnesota makes. It's just Minnesota is basically the size of like 15 football fields, apparently, like straight down the line. Yeah.
Where is it? St. Paul?
It's in St. Paul, yeah, Minneapolis. Yeah. I'm actually they're sending me to a Twins game out there too, and I know the Yankees are supposed to be out there sooner than later.
Well, it's peaceful out there, but
thank
in
you so
case
much.
it's not, tell them they need it all to clear if they want to keep up with that.
Oh, keep up with everybody's stuff. I can definitely do that. And it's funny too, we work with a lot of machinery here, like not us in particular, but our clients do, and we'll set up like a whole space room here in our showroom. And if you ever need to work, company Skidata, they do like kind of parking gates, if you will, but they have like these scanners that knew whether or not you were not just an employee, but if you might be security, police officer, or maybe a higher up CEO in the company, and then they would give you a certain pass to park on a certain level, which would enter you into the building at a spot where only those elevators can take you up to that floor. So it's almost like
yeah, It's a built-in access control.
Exactly. So there's no more key cards at the front door kind of thing, and the guy walking in with his newspaper.
It's a scan-in or no scan system?
It was a scan. It definitely was.
scan?
But it would also scan like, a barcode you'd have in your vehicle, so it would know right away.
Yeah.
And I was always like, what happens if you got to take your wife's car that day or whatever it might be. Anything seem super tricky or difficult? And I promise you, sir, I know it seems easy with the training. And again, I have to give you a lot of credit too. Again, doing these trainings, sometimes it can get, awkward. Sometimes even I'm fumbling around with something and they're like, oh great, this kid works here, he can't even get it together. You did great, you really did. There is a little bit
Likewise.
of... No, seriously, we gotta give you a round of applause. You'd be surprised though, I'll get young guys like my age, we're hitting it off right away. We're talking about, Yankees and going to the bars. And then, I'll show them something like this and they're shaking, they're fumbling. I've had them break products here, sadly. They're not in trouble at all, it's kind of a hands-on thing, it happens. But, then all the buddies start ragging on them, oh, he can't even do it. And then, you'll see the young girl intern come in and throw it up in 10 minutes and then they start making fun of Jimmy kind of thing. You did do fantastic. But I do want to say this, when you get to the trade show floor, for whatever reason, there's always a different mantra, if you will, of get it done as fast as possible, but also, time, allotment, if you will. And it always gets a little nerve-wracking, so just, try and breathe. Take everything out of that bag like I showed before. Take all the plastic bags off. Don't try and put it together. Have all your pieces in your carpeted area with all of your bags put away so you can visually see, 100% these are all my pieces here. And I don't know if you understood the hot lava thing that I was getting at before, but I used to do that in kindergarten and it seems to work as a good analogy until this point.
I'll get one of the guys to shoot me with a tranquilizer.
Exactly. And then you'll wake up and the booth's already done kind of thing. But I truly recommend doing that. Just take it as slow as possible. Don't rush. This product, is not one of these booths that, take anywhere from 12 to 16 hours to put up and every single minute counts. Overall, this thing takes about 15, 20 minutes to set up. If it takes you an hour, it takes you an hour. If it takes you 2 hours, it takes 2 hours. But, eventually with this product, something smaller makes life a lot easier. I would say with your case tables and the Invicta frame, it's your first time with all the bags, it will probably take about 2 hours. That frame itself, throwing it up, we did it in about 15 minutes, but we're working together. This is after all the bags are off though too. You gotta think you're light, somebody's gonna walk by, they're gonna ask you a question, you're gonna get a call from the boss, whatever it might be. 2 hours, if you can get it done in 2 hours, I'd be thoroughly impressed. And that's normal time for any tech here too. That's how we would charge a client. We would never say, oh, we'll get this done in 30 minutes. That puts too much pressure on us.
So that's a realistic scope of time, allow 2 hours for the 3 pieces that
for
you
the
showed
3
us?
pieces, honest God, and I'll be honest too, that's not just normal. I mean, if you do that for your first time, sir, you give me a call, I think the boss owes you lunch for that. Because that's really fast. 2 hours if he's done and it's packed away. Maybe I should have said that, but
Yeah. I'll get
honest
the
to
boss
God,
to honor
sir,
that.
2 hours, that's fast. That's really fast for
Now,
your
you're
first
going to
time.
deliver everything inside this case?
So I think you're going to get
We have
two
two,
of them.
because we have 2 10 by 8s.
2 10 by 8s, okay. So you got the deliverables that look like this, 1, 2.
And then
Yeah.
there's a third case,
So the third case is actually that black case that we originally started with, and I'm more than happy to take you back over there and look at that one. That one actually will, I think, just kind of hold your lights, and if I'm not mistaken, it will probably hold your tabletops there.
well, we have 2 36-inch.
Oh, she said that, yes.
Right, so I think that's the third case.
Okay, so that's your third case, which actually, you'll be surprised, sir, you're going to have some extra space. So if you need to bring home
This
pens...
would be wanting to fit inside here.
Oh, no, it will. You have a divider, too.
Okay.
I kind of forgot about the 36-inch, but we have done that before with the curve form out front. If you want to come back and look at that one, too. Again, super portable. Sadly, that you got 3. You're not going to be able to wheel all 3 of them around at the same time, but I'll usually, with the 2 of them, I can push one of them in front of me and drag the other one behind. I'm completely mobile. I can go anywhere I want, airplane, whatever it might be. Definitely going to have to check this, but they probably won't lay on the plane with it, but they're airplane safety regulated, so you're allowed to bring these on the plane.
Okay,
Cool.
okay. So